Hey,
We're keeping this in.
we are. Oh, then I'm
We
Will.
absolutely are.
Okay, then I'm Will, and you are Luke, and we are making a game. And we blew up the tank. If it doesn't follow the camera, if you're being lazy and you're not playing the game, we're gonna blow you up on the game. Not that we need to cut that part out, don't we? And
Death
then
threats already. Off to a good start this video.
uh, so
That was quick.
so
Quicker than usual.
what do we do? Now we are doing a spawn manager. So as the camera is following, as it's going, it's going to start putting down tanks at a certain distance. So in 2 videos ago, Luke, you had mentioned that you said you wanted to create a secondary box around our current box that prevents bullets from continuing forward. But I don't necessarily. I was thinking about it a little bit more, and I think there's a way to get around it that's a lot easier, rather than having like 2 layers of boxes like an onion.
I mean, the other thing I just realized is that we have a timer on those bullets already, right?
Yeah, we could tighten the timer. That's one way to do it. Or we
Because
could
so it
also
doesn't.
like the spawn manager can be really tight, because we don't want the bullets to go to the towers too early, but we also don't want the towers to start shooting us too early too, to where we don't know where the bullets are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have it pretty tight to where right outside of the edge of the camera frame, it starts placing towers down.
Okay.
You see what I mean? We just solved both scenarios. We
Okay.
solved
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't shoot it
Got
too
it.
early, and it can't shoot us too early if we just like right. Yeah, yeah, you get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So let's do that. We'll create the spawn manager. So first, whenever I'm implementing a new thing into my game, I always want to figure out a way to break it down into sections and make it iterative. And because it's right now we can think of I want to create this thing that will automatically place down a tower in a given random interval. But if we break it down, the first thing is can we create a spawn manager that just spawns a tower? It just makes a
Okay.
tower. That's it.
And then we work on, yeah, like,
Making it move, and then we work on picking a random integer where it's within the boundaries of our track that we're creating, but
sure.
it's randomly placed on that line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
cool. So let's have you share your screen, and we're going to make the spawn manager. It doesn't exist.
So is that like a
Yeah, I would do
game
new
object thing?
object. Yeah, just create empty. We're just gonna put a script on it. That's it. It's gonna be a game object with a script.
Okay.
All right. What are we going to need? What's the first thing we need?
Like a location.
Yeah. So this is going to be a coroutine because we're going to have a timer. It's going to place
Mm-hmm.
down an item, and then it's going to wait a little bit before it can place down another one. Otherwise, it's going to place down 1 or 60 per second. Um, yeah, which would be bad.
Like that.
Yeah,
Then we do.
yeah. Start coroutine. It's cool. Let's make it like a make object routine or yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's cool. Spawn stuff. Perfect. Open and close. This is great. Just watch it happen. Return type is not going to be void. It's going to be IE numerator.
Right.
There you go. But yeah, you're on the right path. With the only trick with an IE numerator is I always make sure I end it with yield return null. So I always put that line first. Yeah, there you go, and just slap it in the bottom, and I never have to worry about it ever again. And then just work up from line 26.
Can you remind me what an IE numerator is again?
Yeah,
Specifically?
it's a forking route. It's a forking coroutine. So it's just the simple way is to explain it is that it's the thing we do to make a timer to where it slows it
Okay.
down.
It's just
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Timer syntax
that's it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's the one to make it to where it we want to do a thing and then wait a little bit. If you want an animation, something like that, this is what you use. Or in our case with the bullets.
So it just enables us to use certain specific functions that revolve around time within this thing. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Got it.
All right. So we want to make an object. But let's do... So what do we need? We're going to need a location of where, like you said, location of where this thing's going to be placed. And it could be placed at the position of
want
this.
To make a public...
No, I actually like the idea of using this. So that location can be this.transform, right? So...
but how...
What's that?
But this is an empty object currently, right?
Yeah, totally.
So does it have a position?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to Unity real quick. Let's look at its position. So you'd click on it, and then you go to its transform.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we'll just match that up with, like, wherever the edge of the box is, and then have it move with the panner.
Yeah. Right now, we don't really know. We have an idea of where the spawn manager is, but let's draw it out. So we can do an onDrawGizmos function in the spawn manager script. So if we go outside past line 29.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to make it a void, capital O, on draw. There you go. Open and close your parens. And then let's make the color, we have a yellow background, so let's make the color green.
The capital or no,
lowercase in this one. There you go. And then equals capital C color dot there you go. Perfect. Lowercase g green. Perfect. Semicolon, and then we're gonna do capital G gizmos dot draw sphere. There you go. And then we'll do it at this dot transform dot position. So we're gonna open a parentheses. Sorry, it's a function. There you go. This transform dot position, and both the t on transform is going to be a lowercase t. There you go. Perfect. And then new argument, we'll just say 1 is fine.
Sure.
1 is the diameter. So let's do that. Let's save it, and then we'll go into Unity and look at the difference now. And it's kind of faint.
Very dull.
So, we could change the color from green to
blue would be a good contrast.
Good idea. And all this does is lets us know where that object is and makes it a little bit more visible. So there you go.
That's not better.
So
but it'll work.
Yeah, it'll work. Now what I want you to do too is on the bottom left, on where the player sees their perspective, there's a gizmos option for that as well. If you could click on that one. There you go.
That's really so much better.
So now you can slide that to get it outside of the screen.
We just want to like at the very corner there.
There you go. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So now we got it precisely where we want.
Got it.
So for now, let's make it to where it just every 1 or 2 seconds it just plops a new tower. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go back to the script.
So we're gonna do like in here. We're gonna do like a wait function. Mm-hmm. Or no, we need to do an if statement first to see if we're waiting, because otherwise we get a bajillion towers. And die.
Even though we're waiting, we're still telling it to like, hey, you wait.
But won't that be like out here?
You got it. Yeah, you can do it there. That's fine. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. What I mean by it doesn't matter is that we haven't called our spawn wrapper function yet. And so we'll have to call it in the update function.
Oh, right.
So let's call it on line 16.
Let's do that there.
Yeah.
So if
can spawn?
Can't. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Private. Pool.
Yeah, super close. We need to be out on the other side of that
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Right there.
I always forget that the first time.
It's all good. It's actually, well, that's good. Right? Yeah, bool. There you go. You got it.
Forgot that.
You got it. I would instantiate it to true, just in cases. That way we know when the game starts it's always true. So it'll start its first one. There you go. Yeah, spawn wrapper. Excellent. Cool. And then the first thing we do in our coroutine, in the IEnumerators, we want to set that to false, so it'll stop immediately. And then at the very end, you can set it back to true again. And we'll do some stuff in the middle. Yep, that's that little switch that you made that turns it off and on. That's perfect. And then inside of here, first thing we can do is wait a little bit. So it's yield, return, new, capital W, wait 4 seconds. And then it's up to you. What do you think? Would you rather have a bool? I think we should do a float. Let's do a float variable, and then we can make it public on the top and set it to how
Sounds good.
Maybe wait time or something. I don't know. There you go. Keep that spawn going on. I like it. Cool. And then inside of your wait for seconds, spawn wait. And then we'll close it up. And let's save it and go back. I know we haven't created anything yet, but we need a reference to... So we're going to instantiate a new tower every 5 seconds, right?
Yep.
So we need okay, cool. No errors. So we'll go back to the spawn script. Sorry, I'm having to go back and forth a little bit. We'll go up to the top.
Gotta actually make the public game object to reference before we go and reference it. Huh?
Got it. Yep. I call it I like the word prefab in here. That's my only like prerequisite. Prefab tower, yeah, prefab turret, whatever you want to call it. But the word prefab is kind of, I feel it's really useful to have that.
Then we can just take turret tower 03.
Grab it from your project window. There you go. And I'm not sure where you put your prefab. There it is. Turret tower 03. Drag and drop. Bam. Beautiful.
Okay.
Now we'll instantiate it on that 5th second whenever it's done waiting. So we'll go outside of that. Or how do you... Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We'll wait a little bit first and then bring our first one. So, yeah, instantiate. Do we need a reference to it?
Is that really how that's... Is that the right syntax?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it. So what I was looking at previously and what we've done before is we'll say like game object my tower equals instantiate whatever, and that way we have a reference to it and we have like my tower. But this thing doesn't give a crap. It doesn't care. It just make them, and
right.
we don't need to do anything with them afterwards. Later on, we're going to when we want to up in the top left we want to score. We're gonna have to do that later.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
For right now, it doesn't matter, and we'll add it in later.
Well,
so
okay.
Yep, this .transform.position, and then we want the. So we want. I'm sorry. First one we want is tower prefab. You had it right. So tower prefab, what it is, where it is, its rotation is. Actually, you know what? Let's go see that real quick. Just don't save it. Slide over to Unity real quick. Let's look at the turret tower 03 that you have in your hierarchy. I want us to look at its transform real quick. Okay, no rotation. Perfect. No big deal. So
I don't think we would need any rotation anyways because it rotates itself, right?
You're right. I forgot. Yeah, we worked a while. Worked pretty hard on making it do that.
We did.
All right. So we'll do a comma, and then capital Q quaternion dot lowercase I identity. That just means no rotation.
Okay.
And then we'll close it up, and then we'll do an as game object just in case. I don't think we need to, but because we're not actually saving it as anything. But
uppercase or
yep, you did it. That's perfect. We want to go to the pan script.
Oh, so that we can move it. Yeah, that's easy.
Just increase one element and then drop the spawner in there.
Increase one element. What do you mean?
So we'll click on the panner.
Oh, you're talking about this, right?
Yeah, you got it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
don't know why you were talking about going to the script. This isn't the script.
You're right. This is the inspector. Will, what are you talking about, Will? Crazy Will.
Uh-oh.
What has it got? Line 30. 30 what? 36? Check it out. Wait, what's that? What? Let's see. Only assignment call, increment, decrement, await. New. Let's see. So it's saying specifically line 9, or position 9 on line 36 it doesn't like. Character number 9. So where's
One,
character
two, three,
number...
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, you're on column 18. So it's just the beginning of it. Do you see it there? It's line 36, column... So there you go, right there. Column 9.
Substantiate.
So, yeah, it's the whole thing. Can you remove as game object? Let's give that a shot. Yay. Cool.
Okay.
So we're going to wait a good 5 seconds before it builds
Uh-oh.
anything.
Aerial player object of turret script has not been assigned.
Huh. Okay. Oh my gosh.
What?
Remember when we created the original prefab of the tower, we told it to look for the player, right? Because it needs to look for the player to know what to follow. The prefabs don't know how to do that. They don't know where the player is, and they're not told to scan through the entire hierarchy to find the player. And I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. So we're going to have to, the spawn manager is now going to say, every time it's going to create a new tower, and it's going to say, hey tower, this is the player. Hey new tower, this is the player. Hey new tower, guess what? This is the player every single time.
Okay.
All right. So we're actually going to go to Unity, open up your tower script. This isn't going to be as bad as it sounds. So we'll open up our
It
tower
doesn't
script.
sound that bad, honestly.
Yeah. We're going to create a function. I like to call it init or initialize, but you call it whatever you want. Handshake.
I like init.
Cool. We got to
Sounds
make it
really...
public. That's the only trick here. Public void init. Perfect. Now, with init, though, we're going to need something. We're going to need the player. So inside of the arguments, inside of the parentheses for init, let's do... Okay, we're going to do tank controller. Tank controller, and then we'll call it the tank. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. And now let's say here we're gonna say the tank equals tank. Cool. We'll slap it up. Now up in the way top, we are gonna make a non-public reference to a tank script. So actually, you know what? I'm sorry. We have it. We have it. Where is it? It's the player. There it is. It's line 17. Tank controller player.
So we already
That's the
wrote
one
that
we need.
into the thing, though.
Yep. So just rather than saying the tank, we'll say player equals tank on line 168. That's it. That's it. So now in the spawn script, we're going to make a reference to the player and get its tank controller script. So we'll go to the spawn script, go way up to the top, and say public game object the tank. And then we're going to go right below that and we're going to say tank controller. And then we'll say tank script. So space tank script. There you go. Perfect. So what you got is on line 10, that's the game object. And line 12 is its script. So we're going to have to say in the start function, we're going to have to grab that component. So line 17, and this will all kind of wrap together. Line 17, we'll say tank script equals the tank dot get component. And here's their weird ass syntax you don't dig. Here's the less than symbol. And then inside is the class type, so it's tank controller. And then, yep, and then open and close your parens. And then semicolon at the very end, and that's it. Cool. So what that did in line 17 is it says, I've got the tank, so we'll need to save it and go to the inspector and drag and drop the tank inside.
Right. And this is in the spawn
Spawn manager.
manager.
Yep.
And we're gonna drop
The tank. Bam. There you go. Sweet. And then we'll go back to the script because we're almost done, but not quite there. So now at the very bottom, so we have a reference to the tank script. It's got it. And then right after it instantiates, so line 41.
we have to pass the tank script to the instantiated tower.
Yeah, but we need the instantiated towers script as well. We need to do a full handshake from script to script. So just a little bit more on line 40. So now we would do the thing that I told you we didn't have to do earlier. We actually have to do it.
You said we go to 41, Buzz.
Yeah. As game object. There you go. And now the other side of this function, right before the I and instantiate, we're going to say another game object. So capital G game object, tower equals. Cool. Dunzos. Now we need to get the tower script. So we would say tower dot get component, your awesome little less than, and we need turret script. Close it up, open and close your parens, no semicolon yet, and we're gonna say no, we're gonna say dot. So there you go, dot init. Open your parentheses, say the tank or tank script in here. There you go. We did it.
Okay.
You following that one? So we have
sort of.
we created the tower game object.
Yes.
And now we're getting its turret script, and then we're only so we can get that init function, and then we take our tank script and put it in there. And so that was the problem before, is it was barking at us and saying, "Hey, I don't have a reference to the player. I don't know what you're talking about." But now it does.
Okay.
So before we play, I don't know if it's... Well, I guess we'll find out.
What do you want?
Let's go to the tower script real quick. And I want to see if it tries to get... We'll go turret script, and then look for the player. See if it's trying to get component from the player at all. Because we're going to have issues. There you go. That's fine. Go, yeah, to be the top. That. Let's cancel that.
This?
Too far. Go a little farther, or where you were before. There you go, line 28. Copy that whole thing out, because that's going to be a problem right there. Because it's going to say, I don't know what player obj is. I don't have player obj.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we can actually kill line 16. Player obj. We'll never need it again. Because we're directly telling.
Because we're telling it every time it instantiates.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sure there's... Yeah, we got to clean it. We got to do some cleanup. So player objects, find the player objects and get rid of them.
But how do we... We need this, though.
Why do we need this?
What do we replace this with?
So why do we need to know if the object is not...
Because otherwise it's going to keep shooting after the player's dead.
Let's do this. Let's do... Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can't we do, like... I mean, how do we...
Stay where you're at. Stay where you're at.
Can't we do tank?
Stay where you're at.
If tank equals null, does not equal null?
Let's do... Is that what the script is called? Tank?
I mean, that's what...
Tank script.
Just look...
Player. This. So, yeah, let's do player dot game object. Because player is now the script. Right?
Sure. How do we...
Same thing. Player dot game object.
Trusting you.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to probably have some other errors, though, because we're going to have to clean it up. So, yeah, I'm just wondering the timing of it. I guess it should be okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
I mean, it's just not... There's no turret, but it's definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. It shot us. Can you pause it? Not okay. We're just
Oh,
on play.
sorry.
That's fine
Here,
too.
let me.
Let's see what it's missing. So let's let one. Let's let it build one, and then we'll hit pause and see why it's not. Not yet. It doesn't have it yet.
It's
Oh, it
there.
does. I'm sorry. You're right. Okay, cool. So click on it in the hierarchy for me, and then it's there.
Well, we do have this like the
That's fine. Yeah, doesn't matter. Is everything mesh collider's good? Can you move your scene camera around a little bit? It's pretty much just mimicking the whole like. So rotate this camera. I want to see where that thing is. There you go. That's our problem.
so we need to add up
No, we don't.
to
No. Let's go over to the back to Unity. Notice that blue ball. Remember, it wasn't visible in the scene view. Notice it's underneath. Bing. So let's pick it up, and so we can unplay now. It's cool. Let's just pick that thing up, and let's put it at a Y of 0. I think it'd be fine.
Oops. I don't know how it got there in the first place, but yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
You think 0 is fine, or you think it's got to be 1?
I think 0 is cool. I don't even know if it has gravity, so we'll see. Play it by ear. There we go.
Oh yeah. Definitely gonna have to move where those turrets are.
Yeah,
spawning.
actually, could you unplay it? Let's clean up this error real quick. What's going on? So it says missing reference. Can you click on one of them for me? Specifically, what line? Line 43. Let's head to line 43 real quick. And then on the turret script, yeah, and we're just gonna wrap it in an if not null.
That is what we're doing.
So game object. Let's just try to remove player, like game object. Let's just say if player does not equal null.
Okay,
Let's just see what we get. Just gonna gamble it.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I need you to die.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, that was your idea initially. I should have just listened to you.
Did I say that?
I think so. I'm gonna give you
I don't
credit
think I
for
said that. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it.
it.
Well, there you go.
Mash the
I mean,
like
keep the
button.
rest of what we were talking about, but yeah.
Ring the like button, mash the subscribe bell, and tell your friends. And
I got a ticket today.
oh, for what?
For overdue tags.
Whoops. What are you gonna do?
I don't get why you so upset. It was only like 10 months overdue.